This video is just to show what a bow front 29-gallon tank saltwater will look like after a pretty decent cleaning. I have these little mini skimmers, one on each side. I have to still dial those in. I got filters that they gave me with the setup. I also incorporated a finer filter with it. So what I've done is, I'll put this little Chato suction cup made out of the piece that went to the top for the overflow on top of the skimmers. I put them both together and they kind of made a little box with all the Chato loose inside of there. I don't know, hoping it's just a little reactor or whatever. Nothing special. Check this out. Hollow fox face. It's changing colors. I just changed the tank, so, or the water, so he's looking like that. Anyway, you can Google what they normally look like. A more yellowish color, he'll turn back. Just got him about a week or so ago because I had a little piece of algae growing here and some on top of my micro algae, this red fern, and he was chomping away at the algae at first, and then now he's chomping away at the fern itself. So wanted to kind of use that as something to bring my nitrates down, because they say plant growth absorbs that energy from nitrates. So I got 3 snails, 1, 2. Here's a third one. About 7 hermit crabs. I got these little random abandoned shells for them to play around with. 2 azure damsel fish, one peeking out right there. And so I put live rock, 4 frags on top of this massive piece of dry rock. So all together serves as a really decent tank. I got 2 HOB hanging on the back filters. One has some Chato in it. I was trying to make this as a refugium. I got this little light I modified for the top, and so the filter, I looked at a few videos. I saw this guy's name's, I think, Reef Caveman or something like that. He said to put the sponge on the bottom, then the coral frags or whatever they call them in the bag for your bio on top of the sponge, and then you would put your carbon, and then I have this other layer right here on the top as something to polish. Now I bought this poly blanket, real thin layer from Walmart. It was like $4 for a yard of that, and it catches a lot of fine, you know, waste from the tank. I'm a loss of words, but anywho, so I put the extensions of these intake tubes down here, and my heater right underneath that. I actually moved that because I had it in the corner at first, and now I've learned that putting the heater below the intake causes better circulation. See my, so I'm a little Here, you can see my temperature. I'm a little concerned about, I don't know if it's, 1 degree below where it should or whatever. And I got another thermometer I'm going to put back here, but I just did the water change, and I actually got to get more water to top it off. So I get that at the pet store. And I'm going to move these back in position right here. And they actually break the surface and create some tension on the surface of the water. I have 2 lights. A buddy of mine is going to bring me another light. I got this little cheap light from Petco. I'm going to get rid of that, or just use it to clean my tank so I can see some of the stuff floating around while I'm cleaning it out. This is a pretty decent light right here. It's a current light. It's got the different settings. I got it ramped up for 30 minutes in the morning, about 6 hours of a level light, and 30 minutes in the evening, and then I got 4 hours of moonlight. See if this fox face comes out again with his true color. He just changed back. They are awesome fish. He's a little bit of a bigger fish for this tank, but as I said, I'm gonna actually use him just to maintain the algae for now until I get some coral, and we'll put the coral in. I'll probably trade him in at the pet store that I got him from, or I might set up a larger tank, possibly, if the boss lets me put him in there. Start up a 100-gallon tank. A buddy of mine's gonna probably give me a lot of the things to get that set up with. But anyway, here it is. It's a bowfront Petco tank. Water flow will be pointing upwards this way, and then on the other side also. Brings the water circulating down into the tank underneath my cave, whatever you call it, into my intake. That's the theory there. These are pulling water from the surface as the water is circulating around the top, back through these mini skimmers, and the water just shoots right back into the to the tank. You can see those little outlet, tubes or whatever. I was thinking about actually pointing them down into some of these corner dead spots on either side, but anyway, it's massive live rock or rock arrangement. Oh, actually, so what I did was I actually set this whole scape up so I could put coral in these little areas. Of course, I have to get the par meter, light, different light levels have to be in different areas or whatever. So this whole area right here will probably be coral in about a year from now. Anyway, this would be something that I kind of wanted to put as an insight out there for people who were curious to know what to do with a bowfront, converting it to saltwater. And that's it.